praying today. Intelligent ignorance. Grown man defecation episode 1 part 2. That's right. Woo! I read. Hot, yo. I don't want to show my war wounds. I don't want to show those. I like it for it to be a surprise when I take my shit off. So my feels like, oh shit. Yeah, I've been through some shit. My mama didn't pull no punches. Look at that. And that's another thing too. A lot of you fellas out here, pull your punches on your women, yo. Fuck you beating your girl for it. How stupid you look knocking your girl ass out and then turn around trying to ask for head and shit. Fuck is your problem? So yes, we are back. Part 2. First one just kind of flew by. But we here. Woo-hoo! That's right. You're here with me right now. Me and you, we here right now. We talked a lot in that part 1. And I know it's a little bit abrasive. I cleaned up a little bit with my stories, but I'm just trying to give it to you raw. Okay. Just like a lot of y'all got. That's why y'all got $5,600 stimulus checks because you was going in.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck those socks with the bell on it. Fuck your gay ass fairy faggot accent. Fuck.
So, back to the Gothic Jamaican. She was very pretty too, full lips and shit, and she was nice. She was just weird, yo, which is kind of my alley. A lot of girls I date got that. A lot of women I date, they got that Tim Burton, like Nightmares Before Christmas type shit.
Where's she at now?
You know what? She's last time I heard she was in New York. She actually had a government job, like where she can look up stuff, and she looked me up and saw that I was in jail, and she like found my young brother on Facebook and got in contact with him to see how I was doing.
Wow.
Tell you some more weird shit. She hopped on a plane and came and saw me. Now, at that time, I was out of jail. I had got off probation. And by the way, cops ain't shit. Talking about they smell weed in the car. Everybody who know me know I don't smoke. And first of all, I can't even smoke. I have no idea on how to ingest smoke in my lungs. I just can't do it. I try to do that shit with barbecue smoke and exhaust smoke. And I can never get the fucking smoke to come back out and shit. It's like I eat it. So, she was, she had that where she kind of looked kind of sleepy, like she was like, some things up with Jack, and man, Nightmare Before Christmas, that's in my top 3. My top 3 favorite movies, and they all rotate: Nightmare Before Christmas, Fight Club, and Edward Scissorhands. 2 Tim Burton movies.
I've seen none of them.
Man, yo, you ever seen Nightmare Before Christmas, yo? Like fucking, the music was produced by Danny Elfman. I know you knew who Danny Elfman is because you in audio. You fuck with music. Danny Elfman.
What's y'all familiar with? How y'all be familiar with him?
It's so busy, yo. You know how many movies he produced? I think he did some songs on The Godfather.
Oh, now you okay? I see where you're going with that.
He is big shit. Produced by Tim motherfucking Burton, the one that made the first 2 Batmans with the music.
All right.
Danny Elfman did that.
Well, Prince did the first music.
Yeah, he did.
The first one.
Yeah. That's the same one where Joker had that long ass gun in his pants and shot the Batwing down with a pistol. He pulled that motherfucker out and he shot it and motherfucker went back and shit. That motherfucker said, "Peek!"
And was successful.
Yo, he hit it dead on. And that motherfucker was smoking. Batman had to eject.
You don't want to hear something really, really coincidental?
What?
The show right before you had the exact same conversation about that damn gun.
Yeah, right.
This is the second time in one night. Tell me you weren't laughing when he pulled that damn gun out of his pants.
Yo, when he was like, that motherfucker was low. I want some shit like that.
400 caliber.
Yo, Yeah, I don't know what caliber that motherfucker was. That had to be like a 110 or some shit. That motherfucker crazy. Yeah, and cause Joker played his music on the boombox every time he came in that motherfucker. When he went to the museum, then went to Girl House.
Right, it was always Prince.
It's always Prince. And that's what Michael Keaton's like. Come on, you want to get nuts? Come on. And then he pulled out the smallest gun of the movie and shot his ass with it. And that shit could have been going through a tea tray and shit. But yeah, that young lady. Yeah, she was. I dated some. I dated some creepy women, yo. Like I used to date. Well, I didn't date. I went on like a celibacy run. Well, I didn't do nothing, yo. I didn't well on myself or nothing. I just worked out. I stopped drinking and shit because I got real depressed, and I became like a clinical alcoholic. And what I mean by clinical is that it can get cured. I just never went to go get the shot. So I was fucking drunk every day. Like I'm talking about I would get up at 6 a.m. and be like, oh, where's the beer? It wasn't like that. It was more like it's around, it'd be like 1 o'clock. I'd be like, I can get a wine cooler. Cause at the time, Bud Light Lime was like my shit. And oh, that's a bet. My man, they sent me the message on the joint. Shout out to my man's Urban Podcast or Urban Post, information and entertainment. Go to that bad boy. I'm telling you, he is if you want to submit anything to his joint, is urbanpost.net. And he don't put like all that standard stuff like YouTube. He got like a lot of black inspirational upbeat seminars and how to be get your money right, credit together, all by black Urban Post, yo. You know what I'm saying? Check him out, urbanpost.net. Upload, subscribe, do all that good stuff. That man doing numbers. And also too, if you need any beats, man, this dude do his own beats. And he dope. I wish I'm gonna try to pull up something I could play. That's why I should have played on my intro, man. We're gonna get together, yo. We're gonna do some shit. We're gonna get that beat together. Urban Post and my boy DJ Jerry, Mixtape Trappers. DJ Jerry on YouTube, man. Check that man's out. I'm gonna have him on the show. He been trying to get me on the show for a long time. But he do a lot of local acts, and me, I'm bouncing around, and I'm old now, so I'm gonna run to somebody's nephew, be like, oh, what about that one dude that double stumped your ankles and shit? Now you gotta wear one high top Air Force One and one low top. I'm trying to tell you. I only work out because I'm paranoid. That's the only reason why I work out. If I'm ever on the side of a building and the last thing I want to come across my head like, damn, I'm gonna die because I can't do a chin up, I'll be disappointed with myself. Be disappointed. I was back talking about the Jamaican again. Yeah, let me not call her a Jamaican. I'm gonna just say her name. Her name was Constance. Even her name kind of said it all. I asked her, did she?
I'm intrigued.
She in New York. I told you, oh yeah, she flew down to see me. Let me tell you how this interaction go. So she had a baby. So she had put on a little bit of weight, and she was real like, oh, I gotta get my weight down, and none of this and this and that and all this other type of shit. So, anyways, she ain't really had no ass. Constance, you didn't. Shit, your back pockets was touching. And not because it was eating the motherfucker. It just wasn't, it was just sagging, with nowhere to go. But like when she was like in her boy pants, because she used to change over my house when she used to go to a volleyball. It looked nice. But yeah, she came back and saw me. Man, she put on a little bit of weight. Yeah, evened out nice. Boom. She had the long Jamaican hair shit. She literally looked at me for like 5 seconds. Came up close to me, gave me a hug, kissed me on both cheeks, and then bit my lip. Got back in her parents' car, and I didn't see her again.
Had you open?
Oh, I ain't give a fuck. I knew she was crazy. If I ever came her back, I'd be dead in my sleep. I wouldn't even be here right now. I'd be motherfucking underground and shit trying to do deals so I can come back and scare the shit out of people I didn't like. I wouldn't mind being a ghost. Cause I will hunt nicely. I won't do like, killing of the dog and no shit. I do the little on the mirror and be like, I'm here to the end type shit. I do shit like that. I wouldn't be doing no hardcore. Oh, I'm gonna possess your nephew when he come. I ain't doing that. It's too much work. Especially if I can still watch shit. Oh yeah. You know how many secrets I'm gonna have? I can write on the mirror.
I saw you jacking off.
You don't, yo. Let me. Oh, that time I walked in on my brother. Oh my god. I was trying to figure out why he had lotion on his chest. He must have had an itch and forgot. Like he must have been like, and he just kept going. I'm for real. I'm for real, yo. I'm for real. That edible kicking in hard now. I'm for real.
He stepped my room, man.
He was like, that's the one thing about I ain't gonna say which brother it is, but I got two older brothers. They ain't older, I'm talking about we're around the same age. I ain't gonna say his name, but he opened the door, when motherfucker head go like this, he was like, yes.
What?
I'm like, damn. All I tell you, by the time you sleep with that one girl, and I ain't gonna say her name because that was I'm gonna let him tell that story because he was wild in. But anyways, this young lady was like pale light skin, black woman features and all that, but she was like pale light skin, almost red hair. No bullshit. She was 6'1", probably 6 feet 6'1". No bullshit. She wore a man's 12. Man's 12, yo. Now look, I ain't no big foot person, but I do check to see if your feet ugly. Her feet wasn't even ugly. They was even. They was just big. Big. You remember on that X-Men First Class when the human beast took his foot out that chuck and that motherfucker went like this? It was like I promise she had a baby and one of his toys was on the ground. That motherfucker right there, she was like, and picked that motherfucker up and threw that shit right in the motherfucking toy trash. Yes. She was like, and threw that motherfucker in the toy trash.
Orangutan foot.
Yo, the motherfucking feet was big. Anyways, my brother ended up sleeping with her. I come up in the crib. This is when we stand together because inconveniently we both got kicked out at the same time. So our mother my auntie, well, my uncle auntie, she's a lady who was my uncle because Charlene, my other auntie, she was the lady.
I wasn't following you, but I got you now.
Uncle auntie. So my uncle auntie, I love Sarah. I love you, Sarah. We see this too. With your black ass. Sarah was the man of race, and she owned a house, so she let us stay there, and we was fixing the basement up and everything, so it was a good arrangement. Yo, we in high school. I'm coming from practice.
Not a game.
Not a game. We talking about practice. I walk in and Throw It Up is playing. Like, throw it up, motherfucker, throw it up. Throw it up, motherfucker, throw it up. It was that playing. So I'm walking in, it's fucking banging because we had shit. So we had them old school floor model speakers that was real tall, and that motherfucker was just black and brown. You ever see that shit didn't look like it was hooked up. Subbing that motherfucker. He got the it started getting real smooth with the wiring. So they had the two video and the audio plug, but it was converted into the mic plug joint because back then motherfuckers had USB and plugged it in. So he was playing that shit through that what they call it, the mixer or whatever. It sounded horrible. That shit was like it sounded like lightning was going on and shit. Shit was so bad. I walked in there and the door is open, like the door is cracking. I'm just hearing the music blaring. I'm like, damn, throw it up, motherfucker, throw it up. And I remember just at the part when he was like, it's the pastor, ready to blast y'all. It was right at that part. I opened up that door. No bullshit. It was a king size pack of Skittles. Open. Big ass bag of Lay's plain potato chips. And my brother had a Sprite in his hand doing the doggy style with this sizable woman. And it sounded like Warris was playing patty cake. Like it was like it wasn't even the sexy, it was just like yeah, you know what I mean? And when I turned that corner, I'm seeing the Skittles in the bed, the king size joint, the chips, and my brother is drinking 7-Up. And he, first of all, he saw me. He was like, you know, he was like, I don't know why he had his hands like this too, but he had he had the 2 liter in his head. He had that motherfucking 2 liter in his head, and he was just like a motherfucking he was like, and he saw me.
A T-Rex on a moped.
Yeah, on a moped, and he saw me, and he like looked up, and he was like he had this little smile on his face, and that motherfucker proceeded. He was like, and why he did it, true story, why he did it, he hey, and the shit splashing all on this chest and her back, and she's just like, and like when the splashes hit, I don't know what she thought that was, but she was like, oh, like a grizzly bear rising out of the stream once it snatches salmon. He was like, and her head turned. She was like, Greg, get out of here, like that. And I was just like, yo, that song would never be the same for me again. It's the pastor, ready to blast you. Right. That right there, you know, I don't play no motherfucking games. Something GS, you know the name. I was just like, Pastor Troy ain't shit.
Oh wait, another show that's funny. You say Pastor Troy. Another show got this drop. I had to have you fine.
Shit, man, I'm gonna kill that nigga. I'm gonna marry.
Yo, kill that nigga. I'm gonna marry her. I love her, man. I love her. Man, he said, man, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker tonight. He done went over there and fucked my bitch. Right. But I'm gonna kill that nigga when I get off work tonight, though. He going to work. I'm gonna kill that nigga and I'm gonna marry her. Hey, Project Pat is so motherfucking underrated, yo. Hey. He in my top 2 for down south rappers.
I'm never gonna always jump in like this, but the is it Tubi?
Yeah,
the free TV.
Hell yeah, I got that.
Pastor Troy got a movie on there.
I'm not watching it. What's the count?
I can't even tell you what it's called. It's Pastor Troy.
Freelance.
It's Pastor Troy and what's the chick's name?
Megan Good.
No, it's damn, I can't think of her name. She fine. She from Detroit, I think. She from Detroit.
You talking about old girl from In the House? She don't crack now.
Cash Doll.
Okay, Cash Doll.
Cash Doll. But at the end of the movie, he make a deal with
So you'll watch a movie like this, but you're not gonna sit down and try to dispel your ADHD to watch.
I was trying to cure it by watching anything. So I just watch this shit. And these are movies back to back. I didn't even plan on watching this movie. It just came, it just kind of came on afterward. And the movie is he's mad because Cash Doll's a dancer and she dancing at a club and niggas at her and shit. And
he with her?
He with her. That's his girl. But she bringing big cash home. Like, where you get his money from? It's like, I'm doing a little dancing.
You think that's better than OnlyFans?
Dancing? Yeah,
like dancing strip club OnlyFans. Which one you be more comfortable with?
I think I don't care if the money's coming in.
I feel the same way. I believe OnlyFans is like, I don't have to worry about like a nigga like breathing on her belly button real hard.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about this whole Pastor Troy shit. Right.
OnlyFans, I'd definitely be. I mean, either way, I don't give a fuck because I feel like if she cheat on me, you ain't with me to do it anyway.
Well, this is how top notch this movie was. It was Project Pat, Project Troy, Pastor Troy, and myself, Pastor Troy, Cash Doll, and Shorty Low. So Shorty Low is at the strip club.
And he the one that's doing the big cash.
He giving her big cash. And he like, what you doing extra? Did you get all this cash for? How you doing that? So he go after Shorty Low and his crew, kill somebody.
Or at least just because
I don't know, it was beef. I don't know. It's very faint because I was in and out of sleep watching it. But at the end, Shorty Low had a hit out on Pastor Troy. So he puts the
was the action scenes?
I don't remember.
Do you vaguely remember like shootouts and motherfuckers jumping over the table?
Well, the shootout happened at the end because he goes to Shorty Low and calls a truce, and Shorty Low's like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it." The next scene is his guys get Pastor Troy,
set him up.
So
he died.
Yeah, he died.
Damn, didn't expect that coming.
You thought. That nigga got up off the ground like, that's a fucked up way to die, right? That's fucked up when you need peace in the streets. He had as like a PSA and shit at the end of the movie.
Yo, I would have threw up. I would have threw up in my pajama pockets.
I said, did that nigga just get up off the ground with bullet holes and like, that's a fucked up way to end the movie, right?
That about be a Chronicles, a 3-6 Mafia.
My bad. I got Pastor Troy and Project Pat mixed up, but all right.
yeah. Pastor Troy. That Project Pat got no savor.
Right. That's good because you like
shit, man. I'm gonna kill that nigga.
You know who was saying that part?
Nah.
The comedian that was on How to Be a Player, the light skinned dude, Pierre.
Oh, word.
That's Pierre.
You got the right dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill that nigga. I'm gonna marry her.
Oh shit. My bad. I just threw it all off because I got Pastor Troy and Project Pat fucked up.
Oh, Project Pat is definitely my dude, yo.
Yeah.
Man,
Project Pat, yeah.
Man, that motherfucker, Mr. Don't Play, classic album, yo. That's literally top 10 all time. Like, if we talking about young Juicy J and DJ Paul making these beats, like
it was cold.
Yo, I'm talking about those
hungry cold.
Yo, that I can go that whole Mr. Don't Play album, literally fire. Let me just name the songs off this motherfucker real quick. Excuse my language. Mr. Don't Play. Yeah, dude. Hold on, here we go. Okay. Excuse me. Mr. Don't Play. Everything's Working. He had Chicken Head.
Yeah. Chicken.
He had Cheese and Dope.
Cheese and Dope.
Cheese and Dope. Whole Lot of Weed. Don't Save Her is on this album. If You Ain't From My Hood. Gorilla Pimp. Break the Law 2001. We Can Get Gangster. So High. The Life We Live. Yo niggas ain't no killers. Y'all niggas some hoes. Ooh, Nothing.
That's all, yeah.
North. This back then when motherfuckers had like 20 songs. 20 songs, yo.
All on one track.
By these police making raids, jumping out and checking nuts, cutting balls down the crumbs. Baggers, weed is in my lungs. Niggas stick me for a bag. I'ma shoot him in his ass.
I'ma show him who the boss.
Niggas just started rapping.
Out the gate.
The song just come on and start
Soon as
rapping.
go on,
Boom.
And then when you think about his flow, how he used to, like, he had his own flow. Everybody knew that's Project Pata. He had that shit going. And then the way, like, y'all motherfuckers, excuse me, that what's that movie? What's that game? Whole Lot of Weed. Y'all think this Travis Scott switching up beats? This is what the fuck he get it from. A lot of his samples came from artists from Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that song, Whole Lot of Weed, just listen to that first 3 minutes and 20 seconds. It just, real players like to smoke a whole lot of weed, drinking bottles of that liquor, all that you need. This 9mm will make you bleed. I advise you niggas, don't fuck with me. That shit was fire.
That's a very unique rhyme pattern.
It is. And then the beat switch up halfway. Ta 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 ta. I'm talking about Young Juicy and DJ Paul. You heard how many #1 hits is that? We talking about, like, think about today's age with streaming. Chicken Head, Cheese and Dope, Whole Lot of Weed, Don't Save Her, If You Ain't From My Hood, Gorilla Pimp, Break the Law, We Can Get Gangster, Life We Live, Y'all niggas ain't no killers, y'all. Ooh, Nothing. Why is that song not TikTok big right now?
It should be.
Yo, Chicken Head. Well, Cardi B remixed that shit and fucking it hit.
Yep.
And she was literally rhyming like he was rhyming, basically saying a female version of the shit he was saying.
He gets no props.
Yo, Project Pat is definitely my.
Well, hold on. The title of the album.
Oh yeah, The title album, Mr. Don't Play, Everything's Working.
M-I-S-T.
M-I-S, Mr.
Mr.
And we ain't talking about Getting Green, North Memphis, represented with Noriega and Tear the Club Thugs that was on that bitch. Man, 3 6 Mafia had a fat ass run, yo. Like, they don't really put it up there when they say like Death Row Records or what you call it, but 3 6 was fucking. They was like every artist was like dropping shit. Lord Infamous.
Let's actually say the truth that Bone took their style.
Yeah, with the melody, with the kind of
The melody. And
what these young cats doing now with the auto tune shit.
They were doing it without auto tune.
Without auto tune, that means motherfuckers was talented. They had gold teeth. Gold teeth. My man, shout out to my man Dre, aka Lanos. Lanos came up. I don't even want to say it now because I was like, yo, you should write a book. You should write a book because his hypothesis about like that kind of time where it wasn't no king of New York and shit. So remember, it was a dry run after Biggie died and Pac. It was a dry run. And Jay-Z came out of nowhere. Because he's been trying to get on since like 80, 85.
Yeah, different styles.
Yo, they're wearing different outfits trying to get on. Why people don't think about it was another dry spell when after like one of the big major dynasties started going down. Shine. From Bad Boy. Shine brought back Bad Boy. He helped him get J-Lo. And defended her and him.
It was Shine, and don't forget about Black Rob.
Black Rob, RIP to that man. Rejuvenate the Bad Boy shit again with Whoa. Whoa by far is one of the greatest hip hop songs ever made, just as far as just how it was. They had everybody going crazy.
I had to have people re-listen to that album.
I bought it.
That shit that's a nice ass album.
Yo, the production on that project, fucking. If you look at the producers that was on there, fire.
If you close your eyes and just listen to Life After Death and let Black Rob album go, you probably don't know much difference because the quality is it's the same quality.
I agree, yo, and I still got that album. I don't like that digital shit. You can take my shit away from me.
Yeah, I got rid of that shit.
I don't know. I'll be like, I still got my cassette tapes when I used to go to Discman and had to wait outside for somebody to go in there and buy the cassette for me because I wasn't too old.
I don't know you, my nigga, now.
This man's my shit. That's how I found out about 3 6 Mafia. 3 6 Mafia used to be talking about torture, chambers filled with corpses and Mike torture. They were talking about burning Bibles and shit. Where in the they first album, they in the graveyard with masks.
That's why I said Bone took their style because they went that route with that East 99.
Yeah, East 99. Yeah. Baby, Cleveland is a city where we come from. So right. We're not against rap. We're not against rappers, but we are against those thugs. It's the thuggest rockets. Tasha, what happened to Tasha? Come back, baby. And
definitely,
definitely, don't forget me, Tasha. We got lazy business in the house. Witches in the house.
Tasha was humping somebody's kneecap too.
Flash. Oh yeah, probably. Whatever it is, that's a good nut. Hey, fellas, rub that side of the kneecap on your ladies, hoo-ah, and watch her go crazy. She gonna moan in your chest, your collarbone, slob, and then lick the side of your face. And say something damn near brutal to you. So, man, this is part 2. Well, the first one was supposed to be like 45 minutes. The second one was supposed to be 45 minutes, but we were rolling. We was having a good time, yo. We just having a good time if you ain't here. I just want to leave with a quote, yo. I'm gonna do this like every one. So I can get my monetize up. Just skip to the end so we hear them quotes. Oh man, I forgot one, yo. I want to speak on this. We got 3 minutes. So let me speak on this. So I had a conversation with one of my coworkers, and he was telling me some stuff, and we got into this big conversation, and it led to this metaphor, or if you want to call it, or I forgot the name, but basically, women look at you like a tool, right? You're somebody that's supposed to be, when it's time for you to be needed, you can be that, take care of it, right? So women look at you as a tool. So, but this how they do it though. A woman tells you what tool you are, if that makes sense. So you get that part. Let's say on Monday she wants you to be a wrench, and you are a wrench on Monday. Tuesday, she tells you that you are a screwdriver. She tells you you're a screwdriver. Let's say there's a bolt that needs to be turned. Tuesday, you are a screwdriver. Monday, you was a wrench. Today, she tells you you are a screwdriver, and there's a bolt that need to be twisted and tightened. No, she's not going to ask you for help because you are a screwdriver that day. She is the wrench. We making sense? She is the wrench, and she tells you you are a screwdriver. But as a screwdriver, without her telling you, you have to turn that bolt as a screwdriver. Do y'all get where I'm going with this? And she's not telling you. You have to, you got to be like, oh, I'm a screwdriver. I got to turn that bolt. That's what she wants you to do. I hope we catching this, yo. Whatever mythical, that edible hit me. Whatever whatever she wants you to be difficult so she can be like, oh, my man goes above and he could screw a boat being a wrench. I mean, being a screwdriver. We get what we saying? Huh? Just think about that, yo. Play this shit back. It'll come to you. The quote. I saw this actually in the comment section of YouTube, and I was watching a video, which is crazy. His name is Robert Morrison, the father of the millionaire Duck Dynasty. They got a show. So Robert Morrison is the father of the guy who opened Duck Dynasty. So the crazy part about it is Phil started off doing, he was actually I forgot who it was. It was Troy Aikman or Dan Marino was backup to Phil as quarterback in college. Like Phil was like cold. Oh yeah, I heard about that. He had a Hall of Famer backing him up. Instead of turning pro, he wanted to go back to the woods and fucking hunt. He didn't want to do the NFL. So and being top ranked, he just went back and started because he liked hunting. He goes and start making duck whistles. He's making money doing this thing. His sons go to college, get out, and turn that shit into like a multi-million-dollar, like world supplier of duck whistles or whatever, quackers. And they make these joints by hand. Like it's all the family, who all in the family literally sits up there, and it's 4 motherfuckers making these joints. Ain't no mass production shit. It's just 4 dudes doing this. They got money. Phil don't give a shit about none of that. Phil is probably like the most fatherist father next to what Bill was. Or what's my man from Channel 10? Mr. Rogers. Like he like a fucking Uncle Phil. We talking about this man, I'm talking about wise beyond means, not racist about shit. 100% Christian, real Christian shit. And I ain't gonna go into real Christian what I think, because whatever, I'm a heathen, whatever they call it. When I'm talking about this dude, like he had a speech about coffee. He was like, no, you know how I like my coffee? I like my coffee black. No sugar in it. He said, now these days, these men out here asking for sugar, cream to make it taste better. He's like, this is coffee grounds. This is how it's supposed to taste. I like my coffee black. Lack of masculinity. Lack of masculinity is flavored coffee. Well, flavorless coffee, as he calls it. This is what he talking about over some coffee. He talking about the time we almost shot this guy because he was on his lands. They own a lot of acres and shit. And he still fish and shit and caught these motherfuckers stealing food out his traps. He said he had a dead to rights. He could have killed all three of them in the boat. Instead, this motherfucker takes the fish. This is stories he telling. He ain't no liar. Take the fish out. They made camp and he cooks the fish for the guys and then gave them more fish and told them, you don't have to steal. Ask. And the next time I catch you on my land stealing, I'm going to kill you. Right? Tell you, man. So in this episode, when he was talking about the coffee, I read this quote in one of the comments. It said, hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men creates hard times. Let me say that again. Hard times create strong men. Strong man creates good times. Good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. I think that pretty much sums up what's going on. Now some revolution shit coming around. And now I got cats who pants too tight to get down for the melee. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And now it's, you know what I mean? The man that's idolized now doesn't even build a birdhouse. He don't hunt. He don't cook grass. He don't know how to change a tire. I have a young lady who I befriended at this bar. She worked there. It wasn't a bar. It's like a restaurant that served alcohol. But I used to do shit for the owner, Kate. Another shameless plug from Tandem who finances the boy. Yep. Mm-hmm. Sorry. It's all good. That's right. Thank you, Kate. Missed some fries. And she called me her brother, you know, because I look out for her and shit. Because some of the boyfriends you bring there wasn't shit. And I had to tell him. But she called me she was like, brother, can you come and change my tire? I said, all right, I'll pull up to change your tire. It's a dude in the passenger seat with a very small jean jacket. It looked like an alternative uniform for a fighting character off Street Fighter 2 versus Capcom. I'm like, hey, brother, you don't know how to change the tire? He says, no, I pay for people to do that. I said, okay, why you didn't pay? He was like, she called you. I made this little motherfucker get out the car and change the tire. He told me, I don't want to get dirty. I said, well, if you do it correctly, you won't get dirty. So I gave him some gloves and I forced this little motherfucker to change the tire. I didn't know how to work the jack.
Dude said because she called you.
I said, so anytime your lady has a problem, you're going to let another man solve it? If that's what I'm paying for, I was like, oh, are you also going to pay that man who's fucking your girl? Are you going to pay him too for doing that? So.
I hate niggas.
They're terrible. So, we covered a lot of things today. Part one, we talk about sad things, but they had to be spoken on by me. I had to make sure that it's public. I had to give my opinion about it. Now, some shit come off later on in the news when I get famous and they try to mention my character, like, here, right here, you said in this quote that you eat ass. So what? Stop. I don't make it happy. I don't believe in the 20-second rule on concrete. Like I said, the Thursday before February, 2 days before your birthday, if it doesn't land on a Friday, and Groundhog's Day. We talked about Crazy Jamaican, very nice young lady, Crazy Jamaican American.
I want to find her.
Oh, Constance. You know what? After this, we're gonna try to find her on Facebook.
I actually was trying.
You gonna be in love, yo. For you guys out there to be like, oh, I want me a ratchet. Get you a gothic girl. See what places it takes you. You ever seen the Crow 2 City of Angels? That girl in there who was like painting the prophecies. Get you one of them, because she drove to a lake and jumped down and freed this man who was getting held down by cinder blocks and barbed wire.
Was it Leah in the Crow?
Who?
Aaliyah?
No.
What was she in? She was in something.
Romeo Must Die? No, she was in a vampire movie too.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, vampire movie. That's her last film she starred in.
My movie. Yeah.
Yeah, man, you shouldn't even try. You should be like, was it Lee in a movie? Which movies was she in? And I'll name and he'd be like, yeah, that one.
Yeah. And I still don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, we covered some points. Good evil. I'm gonna talk about bad evil next time. I'm talking about bad evil. Women looking at you as some type of tool. Hope that's same thing. You can play that stuff back. Because that's important. And also too, hard times create strong men. Once again, man, I love my people. I love people in general who don't steal from me. I love especially black people because I'm black and we going through a really tough time. We show so much strength every fucking time. I always got to put on a fair face for the family, even though shit out there hard, man. Love and peace to you. Extra love to you. And I know people gonna be like, well, what about the other ones? Well, I don't believe the other ones have it as hard as we do. Circumstances, different situations. Yeah, you got it hard, but collectively, everybody kind of spits on our race. We like the scapegoat. Oh, you just say you don't like the blacks, and then you kind of fit into the new crowd type shit. But then when they see the crowd, the little dorky crowd over there building motherfucking hovercrafts, they got motion sensor lights and all that type of shit. Then they want to get down on it and shit. Hey man, I love y'all, and you know what I mean. Hey man, bringing in here a little virtual love, and hey man, I'll catch you next time we upload this bad boy. I love you. We have some guests. Peace and love. Stay smooth. Black people, love you. Go black man. 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 Go black man.